Flamingo bird. It is a type of large aquatic bird that lives in or around lakes. It can be recognized and distinguished by the pink or reddish color of its feathers, as these colors come from the pigments found in the food it eats, blue-green algae, diatoms, larvae, and adult forms of small insects. And crustaceans, mollusks and small fish, which are foodstuffs rich in alpha and beta-carotene, which maintain the bird's pink color. The flamingo stands in the water, lowers its neck and tilts its head slightly to become upside down, which puts its beak in an easy position to catch food. The flamingo eats about 60 grams of dry weight to meet its daily needs. As for drinking, the flamingo searches for fresh water in order to drink. It inserts its head into the water and then stirs the water searching for fish, and when it finds it, it scoops it up using its upper beak, which it uses as a shovel. The flamingo is known to be a member of the flamingo family. Water birds, which have long, slender legs, are also distinguished by their attractive pink color, which they acquire from their diet containing carotenoids, so that they are born gray. There are 6 species of flamingos that live in different places in the world, but the largest number of them are found in Africa, and they live in flocks or groups, and the number of one flock of them may reach 1 million birds. They are among the long-lived birds that may live for a period of up to 40 years. Flamingos have wings capable of flying, but they need to run a long distance before they begin to fly, and they have a beak. The adult flamingo is black, pink, or cream in color, and the difference in colors is due to different species. The upper side of the jaw is wide and flat, while the lower side is narrow and covered by the upper jaw, so that the upper jaw looks like a cover for the lower jaw, and there are protrusions on the outer surface. Similar to teeth, they work to filter food from water. The flamingo tongue contains prominent hairs that cover it completely, which help filter food from water and impurities. The flamingo's eyes are located on both sides of its head, and the color of the eyes in the first year of the flamingo's life is gray, and after the age of 1 year it becomes an adult and the color of its eyes turns yellow. Flamingos have long necks that are very flexible in twisting and moving, and the flamingo's neck also contains 19 vertebrae allow the long neck to curve, and the legs of an adult flamingo are longer than its body, with the length of the legs ranging between 80 centimeters and 125 centimeters, depending on the species. The ankle is located approximately in the middle of the leg, and the knee is so close to the body that it cannot be seen from the outside. The body of the flamingo is covered with light pink feathers, which makes its appearance attractive and vibrant. This color is not a genetic trait in the bird, but the bird acquires it through beta-carotene, a reddish-orange pigment, which can be found in large quantities in algae, larvae, and brine shrimp, which flamingos eat in a wetland environment, and digestive enzymes break down carotenoids into pigments that are absorbed by fats in the liver, and then deposited in the feathers and skin of flamingos, giving them this wonderful, attractive color. The number of main feathers in a flamingo's tail ranges between 12 and 16. A feather, and the flamingo's tail appears short. The characteristics and formal characteristics vary between the 6 different types of flamingos, and they have in common that they are pink birds with long legs. The flamingo is considered one of the most beautiful birds in the world, because of its pink color and the flexibility of its dances that delight onlookers. Many people know it in terms of appearance only, but they often overlook his lifestyle. In addition, it is considered a rare bird due to its different species around the world, and this is due to the nature of the climate and the ability to migrate seasonal, and also to its ability to adapt for long periods. It also attracts coastal areas that are close to rivers and lakes, due to the abundance of food and life there. Its types. The bird has many categories of the same breed, so there are 6 types. Chilean. It is found in abundance in South America between Chile and Peru. It lives in warm and tropical places, and inhabits alkaline and muddy lakes. It is also distinguished from others by the pink hat that covers the ankle joints, and it has the ability to quickly obtain food. Little. It is the smallest species, its length reaches 80 centimeters, and its weight reaches 5.5 kilograms. It is found in Africa and some parts of India and the continent of Asia. This species is characterized by long legs and neck, as well as a red, arched beak and light pink feathers. There are also species with a deep neck and narrow eyes. They also have empty skin and have a back toe called the hallux. In addition, their number is 5 million people around the world, more than any other species. Great. It is the tallest species in this category in terms of length and weight. It lives in Africa, Asia, and southern Europe, and always belongs to coastal areas and salt lakes. It has pinkish-white plumage with dark to light red color that sometimes covers the body, a long, downward curving beak that is pink with a black end, and long pink legs. However, he has a strangely shaped head, a permanently curved neck, and yellow eyes. It is also a social bird that lives in flocks of 10 to 15 birds. It also lives in large groups to protect against predators. It communicates with the herd by sound, making a loud call during mating and quiet during feeding. His average age ranges from 40 to 60 years. It is called the Caribbean flamingo because it is found on the Caribbean islands, and it lives in different regions on many continents. It is the largest flamingo on both continents of America, and is considered a member of the greater flamingo family. It belongs to salty places, inland lakes, and mudflats. It is also distinguished by the skill of swimming and traveling in the form of a herd. It has reddish-pink plumage, reaches a length of 140 centimeters and weighs 3 kilograms, and females of this species weigh less. Andes. It is one of the rarest species in this category in the world. It breeds frequently in the Andes Mountains between Chile and Argentina. It has a curved beak and is black and yellow. It also has yellow legs and a black triangle on the back parts. It also has 3 toes, which helps it stand in shallow water. It is more active during the day and sleeps at night in trees and on one leg in the water. It is also able to eat larger food than its counterparts, and eats plankton and algae found at the bottom of the sea. It can live in harsh living conditions, but it rushes to migrate to warm places during the winter. It travels in flocks in the thousands, flying up to 700 miles per day, and loves to be in places where invertebrates live the most. Albona. It is called James and is found on the South American continent, and its name is derived from the region in which it lives, which is a local word that refers to the high Andean plateau. Its size is very similar to that of the lesser flamingo, but it is darker in color with a longer neck and legs, and has pinkish-white plumage with some dark blubber at the base of the neck and on the back. It has black flight feathers and bright red shoulder feathers, characterized by a greater number of skin pigments than its counterpart of the same species. It is widely found in Argentina, Peru, and Chile. It lives in salty lakes and searches for warmth during the winter. One of its personal characteristics is its wings. The wing length of a small bird ranges from 95 to 100 centimeters, and in a large bird it ranges from 140 to 160 centimeters. The tongue. It is characterized by its strong bristles that help filter water and food particles while eating to make the food dry. The neck. The flamingo has a long neck containing 19 elongated neck vertebrae, which allows it the ability to twist and move flexible. The shape of the foot varies according to the type, as there are. Chilean birds, large and small, have 3 toes, a forward-pointing toe, a hallux, and a hind toe. Andean and James birds have 3 toes and no hallux. The color is uniform in all species. There is webbing between the fingers that helps it swim and collect food. The nest is built. The flamingo can build a nest close to the mating season, as this helps it settle in and start a new life. The bird builds a nest, which is made of mud, straw, feathers, and stones in the form of a volcano, and its length reaches 30 centimeters. It uses its feet to lift components and draw a bowl-shaped model to contain the egg during the incubation period, and this occurs 6 weeks before the egg is laid. The bird has the ability to coexist with large gatherings that extend to thousands, and with more than one species from the same category. The language of communication between them is singing by emitting a sound through the nose, due to the loud sound of the flamingo. In addition to the ability to perform group dance performances before and during breeding, the clusters also help him defend the young from attacks by predators, especially clusters in shallow water. Mating. The breeding stage begins in the 6th year of the bird's life, and communication increases during the mating season due to the large numbers. Both males raise their wings and heads and spin them through the air in a synchronized full circle, with some dancing in groups. Also, the mating season is more associated with the period of abundant rain, to be able to provide food and nest components. One of the marriage rituals is that the female is the one who chooses the male by staying away from the herd and calling him, in addition to laying one egg at a time. The developmental stage. The growth stage is considered one of the most important periods of a bird's development, from being an egg until it joins the flock. The maturity stage takes 28 to 31 days for the egg to hatch, during which time the parents take turns protecting it. Its size is about 9 centimeters and 5 centimeters in width. This stage lasts about 36 hours, during which the chick appears with swollen, pink, thick legs, which disappear after 48 hours. The chick remains in the nest for 5 to 10 weeks, and after a while it joins the rest of the flock, and recognizes its parents by sound. During this period, the parents take turns raising and caring for him, and breastfeed the young with the milk secreted by the digestive system. The milk contains 9% protein and 15% fat. In fact, flamingos produce red milk in the digestive tract as a result of the hormone prolactin, which is the hormone responsible for stimulating milk production in the digestive tract. Mammals. In addition, the baby flamingos do not find it difficult to adapt to the colony, because it is a social bird by nature. During the incubation period, the parents feed the baby with milk secreted by the digestive system, so that after a period of time it will be able to share with the group and eat algae and crustaceans. Here is a question. Why does he stand on one leg? Many scientists suggested the reason to several theories through studying the bird, which are: maintain body temperature, help stimulate blood circulation. This reduces muscle fatigue. Birds are forced to migrate for the following reasons. There are many factors that prompt a bird to migrate, including the cold temperature increases near the winter, seasonal changes in water levels, climatic and environmental drought, lack of livelihood, including food and a safe environment, escaping from places where humans approach. The bird is at risk of extinction if certain reasons exist, including: first, the nature of the environment. The nature of the geographical area makes a fundamental difference in the life of the bird, which it may not be able to adapt to and continue to reproduce. Also, climate changes, as cold plays an important role in the decision to move, because the bird searches for warm places. Second, overfishing. In many countries, the idea of hunting has become a type of tourism or trade, attracting a large number of tourists, in addition to the lack of a law to protect it, especially in the continent of Asia, specifically the state of Iraq. Third, low water level. Due to the high temperatures in the lakes that the bird targets during the migration season, migration operations increase due to the lack of food availability. Fourth, environmental pollution. The presence of many signs of water pollution in the oceans and lakes where the bird gathers leads to a lack of food and also kills it due to pollution, forcing it to constantly migrate. Fifth, global warming. It is a global phenomenon that is one of the effects of global pollution, and it affects species instability due to its causes: low water level, air damage, coastal food poverty, environmental imbalance. The flamingo is one of the most beautiful birds in the world. Scientists found some documents about it in the 19th century. It belongs to the flamingo family, which is a non-extinct species. It is also characterized by its pink color, harmonious texture, and attractive appearance. In addition, it lives near bodies of water on most continents. The flamingo has many species, the most famous of which are the Chilean, the American, the Great and the Andean flamingo. In addition to some characteristics, such as strong hairs on the tongue, which help it filter food from water, to make the food dry for easy absorption. His diet is considered one of the most important daily activities, as he is interested in eating algae because it helps change his color. Therefore, we find that one of the most important reasons for migration to warm places is the decrease in water levels and the increase in cold temperatures, and one of the possible reasons for extinction is overfishing and climate change. In addition,